I saw this video. This was over the New Year. Dana White was trending, and the shares of the parent company for UFC. Dana White is the president of UFC. Of course, UFC is the overruling body of mixed martial arts, where you have Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, and all the rest. So, there was talk on Twitter. I saw him that he slapped his wife, and I wondered, and this was in public, and then I wondered, oh, wow, that's really long. And then there's a statement of him some years back, about 10 years back, where he said,
there's no excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuse for a man to hit a woman and all that, which a lot of people, and I also fully agree with. There are other ways. But then, I was actually angry, and I went on Twitter to, let me just even see what happened. But now, two things here. The whole narrative, as it were, everybody talked about how he slapped his wife and how it was wrong and how he should be cancelled. And me, like a number of other people, didn't care to check. Not like an excuse for him, but when I saw the video, I saw that the wife slapped him first, and both of them have released statements. He has apologized. She has also said she has apologized to him, and that they've known since they were 12. They've been 30 years married. This has never happened before, and all of that. And they were drunk, according to them. But then, so the question now comes: provocation when violence or domestic violence is in. So how much of a fault is it when when one person is provoked into violence?
Okay, so the thing is this. It was actually a progression. So they were both drunk, as they claimed. He leaned towards her, said something. She probably found it insulting, and then she slapped him. And immediately, like, split second, just slapped her back. Now, I like the fact that Mike already established something. They met when they were in 8th grade, when they were just 12 years old. So they've known each other for, like, almost all their lives. They've been married for 26, 27 this year. So there's already a camaraderie, so to speak, between them. We do not know what was said, but this is not to excuse violence of any sort, both ways, be it from the woman or the man, okay? So I just wanted to corroborate what Mike said.
Yes, I must say, and start by saying, you look very pretty on camera.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, this is what I have to say. By law, right, provocation and intoxication are both, what would I call it now? Will I say, not exception, but exceptions to the general rule of even murder and whether determining whether you go for
under
murder
the influence
or manslaughter, right? And of course, like if they actually decided to go into have a full case, blown case for it, they'll definitely be pleading provocation and.
So you wouldn't have so much of a case to answer.
It's not like you will answer, but the measures will be reduced. The punishments will be reduced.
Okay, so now let's look at it. Let's turn it out to families and all of that. When we hear about domestic violence and all of that, if you said something reflex, it could have been instinct. There are some people that look, they might not be naturally violent, but when somebody slaps you, no matter who, like you said, instinct, reflex, you just give it back. They say for every bass, there's a boss. But in houses, we know that there are cases. I feel like, yes, there are different ways to deal with a woman who hits you. You don't have to hit back. But we know that in some cases that have to do with domestic violence, the woman actually does provoke the guy in that manner, apart from words, even physically. We've seen it happen at times.
So now the excuse of provocation in no way justifies the violence.
Okay.
It, however, just says that, see, in this particular time, you were out of your mind, meaning you were not thinking like a proper human being should be thinking. That's all. It just helps you reduce your sentence. It doesn't mean it takes it all away. So that's literally it. So same thing
how do men,
with
how do in marriages or in relationships, how do you deal with situations like this?
Okay, so you remember there was a reason I pointed out the progression initially. He said something, she slapped him, he slapped her back. There is always that triangular problem in every form of relationship, even in marriage, even in friendships, where you say something to me. Now, how I react can either fuel the matter, escalate it, or put it down.
That was the flames.
Do you understand? So it's usually a case of, okay, how you react when someone says something or someone does something. Now, in some cases, you might even be in control, but it's just reflex. I'm using reflex here. Still does not excuse violence.
Yeah, but I feel every day we have the responsibility of having self-control.
Yes.
Trying to control yourself, no matter the situation you're in.
Just try.
And just try to control yourself.
So
just try to pause and think in that time.
That slap can Imagine someone hitting their head
So
on the
that's
wall.
it. It's not excusable. Violence is not.
Yes.
You know, learn to control yourself, but then try not to provoke somebody
Oh,
else.
please, when they're trying to kill you, please don't hold yourself.